Rite of Red Legion is the first book in a new two-book series. That's kind of a bridging story between everything that's gone before and how I plan on wrapping up the entire Rift War cycle, for lack of a better term. It's a story that begins with a brand new character named Amarantha. He's a warlock of the Saltumbria, a demon summoner, who summons a demon with unexpected consequences, which sets off a series of events that leads to a rather large, nasty confrontation with a legion of demons. The new novel begins the unraveling, if you will, of the mystery. I've been planting seeds of mystery throughout the entire series, looking to come to a very large reveal, as they say in Hollywood, at the end of the series, where we finally figure out what's really been going on. And I think that the more astute readers who have been following the series all the way through will start understanding a lot in this book. It's also a very good jumping in place for new readers who want a new perspective. The character of Amarantha is a brand new character of the world that I write in. He doesn't know what's going on. He has to kind of find his way through. And he's a good point of view character in that regard for somebody who wants to jump into the series, doesn't want to go back and start with the very first book. What I plan for the characters is some more personal evolution among the older characters. One of the tricks of the trade is to keep things moving along. It's an axiom of good storytelling that if the character isn't affected by what events transpire, doesn't have a consequence or two of their choices, that it's bad fiction. So there'll be prices to pay, there'll be rewards won, there'll be insights gained and triumphs and a couple of tragedies. I'm going to be wrapping up the entire Rift War cycle, if you want to call it that, all 30 novels set in Midkemia and Kelowon, probably within the next 5 years. And then I've already spoken to my publisher about some other possibilities. It doesn't mean I won't go back sometime in the future and do another story or two set in Midkemia, possibly during the Rift War, set after it. I'm not sure what. Right now we're thinking of along the lines of 2 or 3 other projects. One which would be kind of a supernatural rather than heroic fantasy, and another one which would possibly be called kind of a magic alternate history. But yeah, we have ideas. Well, I guess among my achievements, whatever one might consider achievements in this career, probably my most meaningful is endurance. The fact that I'm pushing 30 years at this racket, and people seem to be enjoying what I'm doing as much now as they did when I first broke in. I like the fact that I am touching people in one way or another, that in some fashion or another, what I do means something to them, at the very least entertainment, at the very most, maybe a little glimpse of some insight or some understanding of something. I have no ambitions in that regard, but people do say to me occasionally that something I wrote meant something to them, and that's kind of an unexpected benefit.